Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Striking, and we are back with another episode of Architects Exodus. I'm super excited to jump back in and get back to our quests and see how far we get toward our next boss fight. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and let's get started. Alrighty, so in today's episode, we are going to work on getting through our quest book a little bit toward our next boss fight. So we'll see how far we get with that. So first things first, we left off last episode doing some embers. So I did get our our crystal cell here up to its max quantity of storage, which is 1.44 million ember that it can store. Currently, we only have 183,000 in it, but it can store up to 1.44 million ember. So we've got plenty of ember storage available. We have our ember boar in Muspelheim, so we can always hop back over there and grab more of the crystal, the ember shards and ember crystals to fill it up. But overall, we are pretty good there for now. So let's see where we're at with our quests. So our next boss fight is going to be SURTR. So SURTR needs a couple of things here. So we still have some Nature's Aura to do. We need to either make the Empowered Netherite or go the Blood Magic route and get the Weak Blood Shard. We already got the Muspeloi Ingot. And like I said, we're up to this part of Nature's Aura where we need to do the Offering Table. So we need to make the Offering Table and we need to get the Token of Rage. So it says, with the Spirit of Calling ready, I can now finally make the offering required to obtain SURTR's Tome of Rage. I must place the offered item into the offering table, then throw the Spirit of Calling down on the ground nearby. Lightning will then strike the offering table and consume up to 16 offerings at once, causing the traded items to appear from the sky a few seconds later. Trade with the gods for a Totem of Rage. So we have the Spirit of Calling, but we don't actually have the offering table. So we're going to need to make this, which is some any kind of stone, it looks like. So we could do regular stone, andesite, anything like that. We need an infused iron ingot. We need some logs, so that's all easy enough. The infused iron ingots we have in our transformation tablet or table, so we could just pull those out with our EMC. And then we have Token of Sorrow and Token of Fear. So we're going to need to make those. So let me bookmark both of them. So let's see. We need Token of Sorrow. So those are going to be made with our rituals over here. So this is our ritual area where you put things on these pedestals. You put the gold powder around, and I made like a little shape here with the blackstone. So you put the gold powder everywhere that I have blackstone, and then you put usually like a sapling in the middle here. Grow the sapling, and then the ritual begins. So we'll do that here. We'll start with the Token of Fear. So for this one, we need bottled ghosts, bone, rotten flesh, feather, soul sand, and gold leaf. So a lot of this stuff we're going to have in our transformation table, and I don't think I can make the tablet yet. I don't think we've unlocked that yet. Item unlocked in Midgard. Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet, so we can't do the transmutation tablet wirelessly yet. But let's see. So we need gold leaf. We're going to need a stack of the gold powder just to grab a whole stack. It just makes it easier. We need soul sand and feather. So we got nope, that's soul stone, soul sand, and feather. All right. And then that is soul sand, right? Yeah, soul sand. And then we need rotten flesh, bone. Let's see, rotten flesh. We need bone. And then we need our bottled ghosts. So let's grab those. All right. And then lastly, we just need our sapling for the middle, which is going to be an oak sapling. All right, and then I'm going to grab some bone meal just so that it grows the sapling faster. And that should be everything. So what we're going to do, we can go ahead and put our gold powder down. So we just put it again, like I said, on all of these blocks that are black stone. Just like this. All right. And then we just put our items on the pedestals. So we're just going to make sure we're putting all of our items on the pedestals. Whoops, not like that. There we go. All right, we need our bone, our rotten flesh. Is that everything? I think that's everything. We'll know when we grow the sapling. If it works, great. So we'll go ahead and grow our sapling, and then you see all the particles. That means it's working. So then we just wait for it to finish, and it takes all the items off the pedestals. This tree will go away, and then our item spawns, and we got 2 tokens of fear. So those are there. We could have grabbed all the items we needed for the token of sorrow also at the same time, but we didn't. So now we have to go back and grab the items for that. So let me grab all of those items. We just need glass, bottled sunlight, raw meat, any kind. It looks like raw chicken, pork chop, beef, or mutton, which we have. We also need any kind of fish and another gold leaf. We have all of that stuff, so I'm going to grab all that real quick. All right, so I think we've got everything we need again, so let's go ahead and put all of this down. All right, so we're going to put our gold powder down. I do apologize for having no sound there at the beginning. For some reason, the sound wasn't coming through my capture card, so I do apologize for that, but we should have sound now. All right, so we have our bottled sunlight. And that was game sound. We had my sound, but we just didn't have game sound at first, which wasn't the end of the world, but it should be fixed now. All right, gas tier, glass, fish. I think that's everything. We put our sapling down again, bone meal it, and that wasn't everything. What am I missing? Clearly I'm missing something. We had raw meat. We had our bottled sunlight, glass, gas tier, raw meat, bottled sunlight. What the heck am I missing? Oak sapling. We had our fish, raw meat, gas tier. Oh, the gold leaf, right? We didn't put the gold leaf down. Duh. Alright, let's grab our gold leaf. Alright, let's try that again. I was like, what are we missing? Alright, put our gold leaf down, put our oak sapling down, and grow our tree again. There we go, now we've got it. So we'll get our token of fear, I think this one is. Because we got the token of sorrow, right? Oh no, wait, this is the token of sorrow. The other one was token of fear. Whatever. Close enough. Alright, so now we need to get the token of rage. So, we need the token of anger. Oh yeah, this was to make the offering table. So, let's go grab the iron that we need. Grab this. And then, do we have everything to make this? We do. Alright. So we got our offering table. We're also going to need flowers. Any kind. Do we have any kind of flowers? There we go. Alright, so with our book here, our Book of Natural Aura, we have actually a visualizer for the offering table because you need to put these flowers down in a certain way. It does say any flower can be used, but they also use poppies in their thingy-mabob. So we can go ahead and find an area where we're going to do this. I don't know if we're going to have enough room here. Let's see. Unfortunately, it is a pretty big thing. Let's see, is that going to be enough? Well, it kind of overlaps with our occultism, but it might do. Let's go ahead and remove some of this. All right, and then let's put our flowers down. Oh, you're not dirt. Well, poo. I need dirt. Let's see. Dirt. And poppy. All right, so let's see. If we put all of our poppies down, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. All right, so I've got all of our poppies down, and then we just put our offering table in the middle. All right, and that completes that. So then I just need to put the token of anger and then throw the spirit of calling. So we need to make the token of anger first. To do that, I need a few things. So let me grab all of these ingredients, and then we're going to do another ritual over here. All right, we should have everything we need now to make the token of anger. And so let's put all of that on the pedestals again. We'll put our gold powder down, same as before. It's always the same. You just put it right in these exact blocks. Makes like a big plus sign, like a fat plus sign. We need our gold leaf, our magma block, blaze powder, and gunpowder, and bottled ghosts, and then our tree. All right, and then we'll grow our tree, and that should be it. So we'll get our token of anger. All right, it's doing its thing, taking all of our stuff. All right, perfect. So we got our token of anger. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off my magnet for a minute, because what we're going to need to do is we need to put our token of anger in the offering table. Then we just need to take one of these spirits of calling and toss it down. Let's put 2 of these in here, because we could do up to 16 at once anyway. So then we just toss the spirit of calling. Lightning strikes the altar. And then we just wait a sec, and our items should fall from the sky. Should. Hopefully. We just wait, I guess. Hello? Hello? Maybe we could turn our magnet back on. Just there we go. Alright, we got our tokens of rage. Awesome. So, let's see. That should have completed a quest there. Got it. So we got that. So now we need to do our empowered netherite. And this one should be pretty simple. So we have our empower set up over there on the other side of our base. So we just need a few things. So we're going to need soulstone, a block of quartz, and kiwi. I think we should have most of that. Let's see. Do I have the kiwi? I do have some kiwi. And then I should have bookmarked it. Empowered netherite. Let's bookmark it. Soulstone and block of quartz. Let's see. Soulstone. I might not have any soulstone here. I might have to grab it out of the EMC table. That's fine. I know we have both of those things in the EMC table. Okay. And then the other thing is this Glod crystal. This is not a typo. This is a Glod crystal. Okay, so we just need to do gold in front of the atomic reconstructor. It doesn't say that it needs a lens. So let's see if I grab gold. Let's just grab a piece of gold. And then here's my atomic reconstructor. There's no lens on it. So I should be able... Let me turn off my magnet again. I should be able to throw you down. There we go. We get our Glod crystal. Okay. And then the only other thing we needed was the... well, we need netherite, but also soulstone. So, let's see. soul stone. And then netherite. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab a stack of fuel. I should have fuel over here already, but... Alright, so we have our empowerers. Yeah, they should have fuel in them already. So, we'll put all of these in. We have kiwi, block of quartz, our glod crystal, and our soul stone. And then the netherite ingot just goes in the middle, and that should do its thing. Alright, perfect. And we get our empowered netherite. Alrighty. So it looks like that should be everything. Did we not get the infused diamond? Weird. It said we had everything we needed, but we don't have the infused diamond. Okay, so I guess we'll need to make that. So we just need dimensional shards. Do we have those? I don't think we got any. Okay, so I guess let me look in Muspelheim, and then I'll be back with you guys so I can see if I can find it. Alrighty, so I was able to go into Muspelheim and find dimensional shards. So... But it's not the RF tools one, so I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work. It doesn't turn into it. Can I do this? Let's see. Yeah, I can do it that way. Alright. Well, that works. So, let's go ahead and EMC that. And then put all of this away. So, now what I need to do is put a lot of this stuff away so that we don't have as much stuff in our inventory. And then get ready for our boss fight. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, so we have gone ahead and gotten all of our stuff that we need for the, to summon SURTR. So we're gonna go ahead and teleport to his arena, summon him in, and kick some butt. So let's go ahead and open up our quest book, and we can teleport to his arena. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and kick some booty. Alright. So, this should be his arena up ahead. They said that this was fixed, but it still seems to every once in a while break where my flight doesn't work when I go to different realms. You have to take off the ring and put it back on, but... Alright, so... everything else has to go in first. So we have our Nether Star, our Token of Rage, our Muspelheim Ingot, our Empowered Netherite, our Infused Diamond, and then lastly, we do our Golden Sacrificial Bowl and summon our boss. So here we go.
For the Lord of Fire!
Ow. Alright, let's see. See how this does. Alright, we're doing some pretty good damage with our, iron spells. Alright. Ow. Ooh. Our sword does really good damage. That's our Ars Nouveau sword. That does some really good damage. Alright. Get in a good hit on him. Ow. Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright, we kicked his butt. Alright, let's take out these blazes. So I'd say we were definitely ready to take on SURTR. We took him out without so much as a challenge. Alright. Really, blazes? Do you really want to take me on? You just saw what I did to your buddy there. Alright. So we took out SURTR. So let's see now. What did we get? We got some blaze rods just hanging out over here from killing those blazes. Alright, so we got some more null crystals, some solidified experience, some gem dust, some blaze rods, some spirits. But most importantly, we got the flame heart. Let's see what the quest says here. So it says, upon reaching SURTR's arena, I will need to provide several materials to the summoning altar at the center of the arena to summon his spirit. So we gathered the materials. Consuming SURTR's heart has granted me knowledge of the forge and methods of automation. Alright, so we need to consume SURTR's heart. So let's go ahead and do that then.
The world ender falls, and for one breath the flames of Muspelheim bow low, as though mourning their king. You have felled the fire that was to end all things. The spirits of the realms are yours now. Their fury, their heat, bound to your blood and your will. But that blood, it has drawn something. You have felt it before, the shadow at the edge of sight. The weight of the ancient eyes in the dark between realms. Nithogr, the corpse gnar, the dragon that has chewed the roots of Yggdrasil before the first age of gods. He has been feeding on the power you leave in your wake, gnawing fat on the death of giants and serpents. And now he rises. You cannot fight him? Not here. Not yet. The power you had gathered is vast, but Nithogr is older than that power itself. There will be reckoning, but not today. Run, half-blood, run!
Alright, the Allfather is telling us to run, so I think we should probably heed his warning. So with that, we have defeated SURTR. And let's see, what does our quest book say from there? So consuming his heart has granted me knowledge of the forge and methods of automation that the dwarves and humans have developed over generations. With this, the gates to Midgard have opened. Slay and consume SURTR's heart. Alright, so we get skill points. And now we can go to Midgard. So we can go ahead and grab our Bifrost key. And let's head back to the Bifrost. Alright, and as we get back to the Bifrost, we can now make our way to Midgard, or Earth. So that should look a little bit more familiar to us from the regular Minecraft world. And I think that should be this one here. This should be Midgard, I believe. Yeah, these are not it. So let us go over here to Midgard. And do we have a I don't know if we have an empty thingamabob, but we'll come back if we do not.
Breathe, child. Let the fresh air fill your lungs. Clean air. Untainted by the grave rot or brimstone. Midgard, the middle realm. The hearthfire around which all other worlds are gathered. Green hills and honest skies. Rivers that run with water, not venom. Trees that stand at a size the mind can hold. For a wanderer who has crawled through Helheim's filth, braved the frost of giants, choked on the mist of the dead, and walked through the flames that ends worlds, this is as close to Valhalla as the living may know. Rest here. Eat. Mend your armor. Let the spirits of this gentle land offer what strength they have. It is freely given, not torn away. Midgard has always been kind to those who respect it, but Midgard is also where the great hunts have always ended. Skoll and Hati stalk these lands, the twin wolves, children of Fenrir, born to chase the sun and moon until the end of days. They are the last gate between you and Asgard, and they hunt as one. Enjoy the sunlight while it lasts, Half-Blood. Those two have been trying to swallow it since the dawn of time.
All right, so with that, we are in Midgard. So we'll go ahead and check it out here. So we've got grass and trees and sand and just earth. We've got water, just ocean and things that don't want to just automatically, well, okay, the sirens do want to automatically kill us, but yeah. So we do have ice and fire in this pack, of course, and so with that comes sirens. So, okay, sirens do in fact want to kill us. But other than that, you know, we don't have giant ice spiders and all sorts of other things that are just evil and deadly and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited to get over here. We did get some shiny scales from the sirens, so that's nice. I wonder how far away we have to get before we get out of the sirens' effect here. We did kill them, but I don't know how long their effect lasts on us. Yeah, I know. Stupid sirens. Alright, so yeah, we have a beautiful world here. We have source berries. We've got just, you know, everything that you could want in Earth. You know, just your basic Minecraft world, really. I mean, this is it. This is just your basic Minecraft world. It looks like there's actually a whole little pyramid over here. Wow. Is this just one of those, like, temples? Desert pyramid. Is this Cataclysm, I'm guessing? Yeah, this is Cataclysm. So, this actually wouldn't be... This wouldn't be too bad to take over as a base, honestly. We'd have to clear it out, get rid of, you know, light it up, all that good stuff, but it's actually a pretty nice place we could kind of maybe take over. It actually might be too big, though, for a base for us. Alright, kill the big guy. Yeah, so this is one of the Cataclysm bases where the Ancient Remnant lives. I haven't fought this boss in quite some time. Let's see. So we get a lot of stuff here. We've got Inferium Essence, which we haven't really gotten into Mystical Agriculture. We got a new weapon. This item is currently only used to get mob heads from Ender IO. Interesting. Source gems. We've got those EMC'd. Ooh, Dark Steel. Stasis. Some capacitors. Some cognition stuff. Got some, what do you call it? Some apotheosis stuff. We got the serpent thingies. I was like, where is their hitbox? Couldn't find their freaking hitbox. Interesting. Got a lot of stuff. These things are so annoying. Alright. Kill those guys. This place is heavily trapped also. So you do have to be careful about that. We can get rid of some of these spirits for now. We don't need them. We don't... Well, we do need the blaze rods. Oh, we have a backpack, duh. And we have access to our system, duh. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting that this place is, like, literally right here. Right where we spawned. Let's see, what do we got? Anything good? There's some chests in here. Anything we need? You got some wild and stuff. Don't really need any of that. No. Nature's Mend. I'll take that. Okay. Interesting. I hear you, little dude. You about to die. So I can put a bunch of this stuff away. Alright. Cool. Special thanks for builders. A little penguin head. Dino 3737 is a penguin. Hedwig's owl. Oh my goodness. Ra, Anubis, and Thoth. That's funny. That's pretty cute though. My goodness. Alright. Let's see, what else? What else is in here? That one I already went in. Okay. What else you guys got? Anything good? I hear more dudes. They all dead dudes now. Alright. You guys all die. Everybody dies. Alright. Let's see. Got you. Nothing we need down there. Huh. Definitely feel like we're missing something, but I don't know what. Hey, look, chest. Alright. Aw, we got poisoned. Darn. You're a regular book. You're a crappy enchanted book. Book, book, book. Alright. Neat. That's where we came in, I guess, right? Well, poo. Well, since we've mostly destroyed the place, I guess we don't really need to, make it our home. Yeah. We won't make it our base. We'll just head back out, I suppose. There's another chest here. We could check that out. Let's see. Grab that. Alright. Die, damn you. Alright. Well, it's a very beautiful place, but I think we'll keep out for now. But yeah, we have an entire overworld here of just regular overworld, you know? It's just, it is just your basic overworld biome and everything. What do you call it? Realm, you know? It's just, this is it. So yeah, I think with that, we defeated SURTR. We went ahead and got to Midgard, and I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm gonna go back to my base. I'll get another Hearthstone, and we'll bind it to here so we can maybe just build up a small little base here. We're not gonna make a permanent base here. I think we'll still leave our permanent base as back in Helheim, but I think we are gonna need just a little bit of a base here. So I think we could probably actually, we don't really need the fortress one, so let's go ahead and just rebind this one to here, and then we'll rename it when we get back home. And yeah, so I think with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. So thank you again, everybody, for coming out and enjoying, hopefully, this video. I greatly appreciate all of your continued support. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, subscribe if you do feel so inclined. With that, I'm Cy Strikeling, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.